How's it going, guys? What's up? A friend suggested I should do another tutorial. An in-depth tutorial on how to use Photoshop Lightroom 6. Actually, this isn't Lightroom 6. This is the 2015 Lightroom CC, but it's similar to 6 because this is the newer model. Newer software, except little tweaks here and there. And yeah, I'll be showing you how to use the basic tools on how to edit car pictures. Now I gotta choose one. I have like billions to decide from. If you guys are, I know I haven't been making videos lately, so this video is just an excuse to get one up. But yeah, look. So if I know I haven't been videoing in a while, so I just want to say that my car has been getting a lot more upgrades. Not upgrades in performance, but upgrades in cosmetics. I just got my roof wrapped into a black vinyl wrap, which is removable, so I have nothing to worry about. At least it's not paint where I cannot remove it at all. My friend did it for me for free. I also got a primal driven sticker in front of my windshield. It's a banner. The windshield wipers get across it, but I mean they are high quality stickers, so the wipers should not affect the stickers until like it gets worn out or something. But yeah, okay. Let's see. Now let's choose a picture that I like. Let's see. I have like shit ton of photos here. Let's see. Let's take a look at these two if they're any good. I'm sorry. I'm blowing into my mic right now. I think this is a good picture. Yeah, let's use this picture for now. For now, at least. Actually, no, never mind. There was one picture that I really liked. I'm trying to find out where it is. Okay, it's one of these. I just have to look. This one is too far to the ground. I mean, too far up. This one's just perfect. Okay, we're gonna edit this picture. So I know you can't see the black roof because the sky is glaring down onto the car, making it a reflection. So what I'm gonna do is that my goal right now is to try to make that black darken, so you'll be able to see the difference between the silver on the car and the black on the roof of the car. Basic tools, develop. On your left, you have all your presets, your snapshots, history, collections. That's all based on these pictures down here. So each picture you click on, you see all the presets, snapshots, history meaning edits, like what you edited, and collections of filters. But I don't have any filters for this software, so we're just gonna stick to the basic tools on the right side, which edits the picture. Sorry if I sound really sniffy right now. I'm kind of like down with the cold or some shit. But yeah. First thing you want to do is make sure you want to adjust the picture to its right size and right to your liking. See, in this picture it's a little angled awkwardly, so I'm gonna freaking straighten it out with the crop tool. This is the crop tool, which crops the picture. You can rotate it, make it smaller. It's free crop, so you can crop to whatever size you want and all that. Click done when you're done. Now it looks better. Okay. For exposure and contrast, these are the two tools that I do not touch until the last, until I finish editing the rest of the picture. So these are kind of like my final edits, just to retweak and all that. And in the beginning, I mostly dye down the highlights to about 60. For some pictures, it depends. But for this picture, I'm just gonna give it a 60 because it darkens up the background a lot better, and it has that effect. It's natural still. Okay, shadows. Shadows will darken either the background or the car, actually the entire picture, but you don't want to darken it too much and you don't want to lighten it too much either. So for shadows, I am gonna lighten it up to 15. Yeah, 15. Whites, you can tell the difference. It whitens up the background, darkens, whitens. I give that a 15 as well. Blacks, I dye it down to a 20. That way, everything is not balanced, but like there will be a difference. Okay, so on your keyboard, if you're using a PC, I'm not sure about a Mac, but on PC there's a there's a button, backward slash. The backward slash right next to right above the enter key. You click on that and it shows the original picture before you edit it. So here it is, the before pic, and here's the after pic. Getting back to the edit, I'm gonna use the clarity tool to add more clearness to the picture. I tend to add a lot of clarity in most of my pictures. So see, right now it's at about 80, but has a really nice effect to it. I like it. Most photographers don't use a lot of clarity. They use like about 25 to like 45, and here I am using 80. Vibrance, I'm gonna take it down by 10. Saturation, I'm gonna take it up by 15. Add a little bit color. Tone curve, I don't mess with until the last part of my edit. Hue, saturation, and luminance. These three tools I rarely touch, but if it's a really nice exotic car, not like this is not exotic, so I'm not gonna touch it, but if it's a nice exotic car, I'm gonna edit the hue, saturation, and luminance by adjusting which color level would I want more or less. And to show an example, I will use the hue tool. It's not dragging. Oh, there it is. By clicking an area and dragging it left or right, up or down to adjust the whatever color. So you see my mouse cursor was on the green part, so all the areas that have green in them will enhance or darken as you scroll left, right, or up or down. Now I'm gonna cancel all this. To get everything back to 0, just double click on that preset, or I think press no, just double click. Highlights. If I want to make the picture like add a little background color, I can adjust the saturation and then adjust it to a color that I would like. Say, what's a good color? Right here is about perfect. This is where in between sky blue, blue-ish. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. Sharpening, most of my pictures go up to 60 to 70, so I'm gonna put it at a 68, 64. Radius 1.8. Now this is just my edits, so everyone has a different taste in how they edit. So masking, that's about right. Luminance. What does luminance do? Is that you see all the grain on the floor. If I adjust the luminance to 50, the grain actually disappears. Same with the background, but you don't want to add too much grain because it would look unnatural. So the place the most photographers apply luminance at around 25 to 30, but here I'm going to use 30 because it needs a lot of luminance. Actually, let's go 35. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, vignetting. I sometimes like vignetting, sometimes I don't. It's all personal preference from here. But I can add just a tiny bit. Midpoint, bring it all the way up for sure. Now the picture does look dark, really, really dark. On here, these 6 different tools we have. The spot removal tool, the red eye correction tool, we got the gradient filter, we got the radial filter, and adjustment brush tool. The gradient filter, say you click on it, have my exposure to 2.62 just to show you guys what it would look like. You click on one point of the picture and drag down or up or side to side to get a nice gradient effect. So let's die down the exposure by 30. No, by 10. Yeah. But right now I shouldn't be touching gradient tool because the picture's already dark enough, so can I just get rid of this? There we go. The picture's dark enough, so I need to make it a lot brighter, a lot more nicer looking by using the brush tool. The brush tool, I can color in one area that I want to make brighter. So say the sky, I can like brighten up the sky by coloring it. Okay. And if you want to undo a mistake or undo a coloring, just hold the Alt key and like hover on the edges of your mistakes. So like right here, there we go, right there. And then if you want to see how much you covered, you can hover your mouse over the adjuster, and you can see how much you colored in. Let's see, this spot needs a little more. 30 is good enough. And then temperature and tint, you want to I personally like using the tint tool, the temperature tool, and bring it up 10 because I like the natural sun lighting. I try to get that effect in most of my pictures. Contrast, I add like 10. Highlights, I add a lot. Shadows, I dim. Whites, I brighten, and blacks, I dim. But it's all to your personal preference because everyone has a different taste. And clarity, you can add more clarity, you can add more saturation. And once you're done with one set of a picture, you want to click on new to edit a different part of a picture. Say now I want to edit the car, make it a little brighter. I have the exposure in low. When I use the brush tool, I normally have the exposure extremely low so that I know where I'm editing, where I'm coloring in. My bad. You can also zoom in on the picture. This will also help you with your editing if you want to be like extremely precise. That's what I'm mostly that's what I mostly do with with my pictures, because I hate when I see like a spot that has say like I accidentally drag my mouse over here, if I don't correct that in the final rendering, you can actually see it. I mean, it's not visible. I mean, it's not noticeable, but if you look closely enough, you can see it. That's why I hate when these marks like get off the edge of the car. Color, 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 color. I mean, it's okay to get a little bit out, but not like extremely. Unless you're rushing on an edit. I take time in my edits. I don't rush because I want to make perfection. Okay. All that should be done. One second. Let me check. Yep. The whole car is completely colored in. Now let's zoom out. I can either decrease the exposure or lighten the exposure, but like right now if I like bring it up, you can already tell it's way too bright, so I'm gonna bring it down to like a -20. That looks perfect right there for now at least. Contrast, bring it down to like 45. I bring my highlights up so that I can still get the whiteness, but it's not too bright. Shadows I dim, whites I dim. For this picture I would have to dim. Blacks I dim as well. Clarity, I add a little bit more clarity. Same with saturation, and then I add my temperature. So right here at 11, that's like way too much temperature, so I'm gonna bring it to like a 4 or 5. 4. The car still looks pretty dark, so I think I should bring the whites up. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the whites up. I'm sorry guys. For this car, I'm gonna bring the whites up to a +20. Temperature, do I want tint? I can add a tint if I want. You can see the purple effect, magenta effect on the car. Looks nice actually. I'm gonna keep the tint at a 5 though, so it's not too dramatic around that area. New edit, I can now edit the background, mountains, houses, apartments, trees. I'm not gonna touch the floor yet. The floor I always save the best for last because the floor is the easiest to edit and it just looks so nice after an edit. Ew, if you guys have like an Intuos pad, it's like a drawing pad with like a drawing stylus you connect to the computer or a Mac. If you're really artistic, that can also work on Photoshop Lightroom. So just letting you guys know, you have that option. You don't have to use a mouse. Okay. I want the mountain a little brighter, so shit. Excuse my language. 0.15. It's just perfect. 10 was a little too dark. 20 was a little too high. Contrast, dye, highlights, not too much. Shadows, bring it up. Whites, bring it up as well. Blacks, dark. Try not to go too dark. It's gonna look unnatural. Clarity, I try add a lot of clarity, but like so that I can easily brighten up the picture without having to use the exposure tool, because sometimes clarity will brighten up the whatever you have colored in the background. Saturation, I add a little more color. Now tint, I'm gonna add it to a 5. There we go. Just so it matches the sky. I actually forgot what tint. Oh, is it 7? Okay, never mind. Now time to edit the floor and the the surrounding parts of the car. So guys, how's your day been? Mine's alright. I mean, I went to take a lot of pictures. That's why you're watching this video. I'm trying to make more edits so I can post on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, you should follow it. It's at Golden State Cars. You can follow us on Twitter as well. Same name, same handle. I'm sorry this is boring you guys, but I would like to speed up the process, but this takes time and precision to make artwork. Plus, getting through the under the mirrors and in the little cracks is a bitch. It's a pain in my butt to like get around, but it's done. Lower the exposure. Brighten up the. Add a lot of contrast, a lot of highlights, a lot of less shadows. More whites, and then black. See, now it looks completely better. Tint to it, 3 tint. Clarity, must. Saturation, must. Oh, no. I can see the yellow, never mind. Let's go down 3. There we go. Oh, it looks, no, actually, never mind, I take it back. Now the car does still look off. I'm gonna add more brightness to it. I'm gonna try to fix this somehow. And more whites. Less blacks. Yeah, okay, so far this is what I've done. What do you guys think? I mean, I personally like it a little bit, but like I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out a good I think it looks pretty good right now. Now let's try using our last tools to edit and tweak. This is way too much temperature. No, I like the blue though. I do like the blue. Magenta, no. Green, no. Exposure, does it need exposure? No. I think it's perfect right there. Contrast doesn't account. No, it has way too much contrast already. I would lessen the contrast because when you have too much contrast, you can easily see the blacks. So I'm gonna have it at a 15, and right now a 15 looks amazing. A little more black. No. A little less white and less shadow. Oh, no, that's the background. Never mind. Okay, now it looks good. Let's take a look at the before pic and compare. Here it is before. Here it is now. If you guys like it, awesome. If you're following my Instagram, be sure to see this on my Instagram soon. Okay. Oh, I forgot to talk about tone curve. For tone curve, it basically, you can adjust the okay, you see this line right here, this line. Now imagine that line coming from one end of the picture to the other end of the picture. You click on whatever end, whatever part of the line you want, and it will edit that part of the picture, whether it's highlights, lights, darks, or shadows. It will edit them. to do a point. This is a tone curve, but if you wanted to do a point curve, you click on the point curve, this little square button right here, and then you can adjust whatever you want. Say, now it's the same thing. Imagine that line coming across from this end of the picture to the other end. You can use the tool to adjust the fade. If you want to fade, you can bring the very end to wherever you think it's nice, and bring this down for contrast or exposure. Yeah, exposure. Or you can just do fancy edits like that, like that, like that. Now the picture looks completely ridiculous. To reset, all you need to do is a I know I do. Crap! Did I forget how to? Nope. Oh, flatten curve. There we go. Right click and then you flatten the curve. But for this picture, do I want the fade? I'm just gonna add a little bit of fade, like right. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, right there. Right there is just perfect. So, once you're done, you're done. You can compare your pictures from one before and after, before, after, before, after. Another way like that, but that's like if your subject's only in the middle. This way to this way. Let's go back. Oh, I like it to keep it that way. Or you press the backward slash key, where you can see how much you edit. And so far, I'm liking the picture. So to save it, all you need to do is right-click the picture, hover over export to wherever right here, wherever it exports to, and then you can click a specific location, click export, and you're done. Now for watermarks, let's look at my computer. Up. Don't look at that. For watermarks, I'll show you how to do it. I mean, I already have a preset for watermarks because I edited it using a stylus and a drawing pad, and like created my own signature for my pictures. So what I really do is that I use an empty background and like write my signature, practice a couple times so it's just perfect, and then I save it as a .png so that I can. I have to do the stupid signing in software thing. Cancel. Cancel. Yes. So so right here, here's my signature. I save it as a PNG so that when I drag it to a Photoshop document, I can easily add that watermark to my pictures and then save them from there, and then it will come up like this. I want to show you a nice picture, not like a horribly edited picture. Like this. You see my name on the bottom right there. That's my signature, and this is my hella good edit photo. So, yep.